the global fandom of BTS has once again been thrown into turmoil after shocking reports surfaced, suggesting that Jimin had quietly followed Jungkook to the United States. For millions of fans who track every movement of the members with unmatched devotion, the claim was both electrifying and deeply unsettling. What could drive Jimin to make such a hidden and sudden move? Why follow Jungkook across the Pacific in silence? And what does this mean not only for Jungkook's uncertain future, but also for the entire group and the fandom that surrounds them? These questions are now echoing across platforms worldwide, amplifying the sense of unease. The story began with Jungkook's departure to Los Angeles, a trip that instantly caught attention because of its timing. The youngest BTS member had already been at the center of swirling rumors about his status within the group. Whispers of possible dismissal, disagreements behind closed doors, or even an abrupt career shift made his choice to leave Korea seem like more than just a casual trip. In the high-stakes world of global entertainment, moves like this are rarely made without reason, and fans knew it. But when whispers arose that Jimin had discreetly followed him, what was once a matter of speculation turned into an international obsession. At first glance, Jungkook's departure could be dismissed as a professional opportunity abroad, perhaps a collaboration, a personal project, or simply a period of reflection. But the timing could not be ignored. Just as conversations about his alleged expulsion from BTS grew louder, his flight to Los Angeles appeared to confirm that something unusual was unfolding. Entertainment analysts noted that major stars rarely travel at such pivotal moments unless there are urgent motivations behind it. That sense of urgency only deepened when reports of Jimin's secretive journey surfaced. The revelation that Jimin may have boarded a separate flight, intentionally avoiding attention, and traveled to the same destination reshaped the entire narrative. Was this a coincidence, a gesture of support, or evidence of internal turmoil within BTS? The silence from official sources did nothing to ease the rising panic. BTS has always been known as a tightly knit group, weathering storms together. That Jimin might have chosen to move in secrecy, rather than in the open, was an unsettling departure from the image of solidarity fans had come to expect. Why would he hide such a decision? Why not openly show his support if that was his intent? The secrecy is what turned this from a story of companionship into one of mystery and alarm. Fans began piecing together bits of information from airport sightings, travel logs, and online chatter, yet every fragment seemed only to raise more questions than answers. In the entertainment industry, secrecy is rarely without reason, and for millions of ARMY, that reason was a source of growing dread. Observers have suggested that Jimin's decision to quietly follow Jungkook could indicate turbulence behind the scenes. If Jungkook's trip were truly just personal or professional, there would be no reason for another member to conceal his own travel. The fact that Jimin reportedly went to such lengths to avoid being seen only amplified fears of a crisis. To fans, the connection between Jungkook's sudden departure and Jimin's hidden journey feels far too deliberate to be dismissed as chance. The online reaction has been nothing short of explosive. Across forums, social media, and fan spaces, ARMY expressed emotions ranging from confusion to heartbreak. Some see Jimin's action as a sign of loyalty, proof that he would not let Jungkook face uncertainty alone. Others interpret it as a worrying confirmation that internal divisions within BTS have become too deep to ignore. The idea of fracture in a group that has symbolized strength, resilience, and unity for over a decade is almost unthinkable. And yet, the clues now emerging suggest that something far beyond ordinary is unfolding. In the highly controlled world of K-pop, where every schedule, public statement, and appearance is carefully managed, such a display of secrecy does not happen by accident. It suggests urgency, whether to protect Jungkook, to manage a crisis, or to shield the truth from escalating public scrutiny. For fans, this lack of transparency has only heightened the sense of alarm. Silence can sometimes be louder than any statement, and here it feels deafening. Some commentators argue that Jimin's quiet presence in Los Angeles could represent his unbreakable personal bond with Jungkook. Their closeness within BTS has long been celebrated by fans. If Jungkook truly faced isolation, dismissal, or emotional strain, Jimin's choice to follow him may have been an act of solidarity, a way of showing that he would not let his bandmate stand alone. But if this were purely an act of love and support, why the need to hide it? The secrecy itself suggests that the situation may be more serious than anyone has dared to imagine. Others speculate that Jimin's journey was not only supportive, but necessary. If Jungkook's travel involved matters of urgent importance, perhaps even related to contractual disputes or health, Jimin's role may have been to protect and shield him from additional scrutiny. In that case, the hidden nature of his trip would make sense, a way of preventing chaos from spiraling out of control. Yet to fans who have been left in the dark, the silence breeds only further speculation and fear. The questions hanging over this situation are enormous. What exactly is Jungkook facing in Los Angeles? Is this trip tied to dismissal rumors, or does it mark the beginning of something entirely new? Is Jimin's presence a signal of fracture within BTS, or proof that their bonds are stronger than outside pressures? With every passing day, speculation multiplies, but no official confirmation arrives. BTS is not simply a pop group. They are a global cultural force whose influence transcends music. For a group of this stature, even the faintest hint of instability sends shockwaves through millions of fans. The suggestion that Jungkook may be facing removal, and that Jimin is caught up in the same storm, cannot be dismissed lightly. The emotional toll on ARMY has been profound. They have followed BTS not only as artists, but as beacons of resilience and unity. To imagine division or crisis among them feels almost unbearable. Yet as dramatic as the story is, it is crucial to remember that these reports remain unverified. The narrative of Jimin secretly following Jungkook may be built more on rumor than fact. In the digital age, where speculation spreads faster than confirmation, even the smallest detail can be magnified into a full-blown crisis. Jungkook traveling abroad is not unusual. BTS members frequently journey overseas for work or personal reasons. Jimin traveling separately does not automatically indicate secrecy or crisis. It may simply reflect scheduling, privacy, or coincidence. But the power of this rumor lies in the themes it carries: secrecy, loyalty, betrayal, and crisis. These are elements that naturally grip the imagination, even without confirmation. For BTS, whose every move is scrutinized, such stories spread rapidly, fueled by the emotional investment of fans who care deeply about the group's future. That emotional attachment, while a testament to ARMY's loyalty, also leaves them vulnerable to fear whenever uncertainty arises. This incident highlights the dangers of rumor-driven narratives. First, they distort public perception, framing artists as embroiled in crises that may not exist. Second, they place unnecessary emotional strain on fans who must grapple with rumors rather than facts. And third, they demonstrate the broader challenge of navigating truth in a digital world where speed often triumphs over accuracy. In the end, what is undeniable is the impact the story has already had. Whether true or not, the idea that Jimin secretly followed Jungkook has become one of the most gripping narratives in recent BTS history. It has forced fans to confront questions about loyalty, unity, and the uncertain future of the group. Until there is clarity, the speculation will continue to dominate conversations across the globe. For now, the world waits, uncertain, restless, and deeply emotional. The mystery of why Jungkook traveled to Los Angeles and whether Jimin followed him remains unsolved. What is certain, however, is that this moment marks a turning point. Whether it signals fracture, solidarity, or transformation, the truth, when it finally emerges, will reshape not only BTS, but the bond between the group and their fans forever.